Some months ago, I had a very interesting patient. This woman came to the lab and she came for an OBS scan, according to what she told me. But then I checked and her uterus was very empty. Like, there was nothing inside it. But by me looking at this woman, she was heavy. Like looking at her stomach and everything, she looked heavily pregnant. So I was shocked. According to her, she was 5 months pregnant. She had not seen her period for 5 whole months. And I don't know how she arrived at the conclusion, but she believes that she was pregnant. So when I told her that, nah, there's no baby in your uterus, she was shocked. And she was not only shocked, she doubted me. And she nearly even called me incompetent, that maybe I don't even know what I'm doing. But after everything, she has to believe me. I mean, with my words based her own, I'm the physician here, I'm the sonographer here. So she was shocked, she was in shock. And while we are still like trying to figure out what is going on, I had to do a general abdominal scan for her. And that was when I realized that this woman's liver is enlarged. She has fatty liver and it's already grade 2. And because of that, the liver is enlarged. And then I asked her age, and when she mentioned it, I just knew that last 5 months she hadn't seen her period. Maybe she just probably entered menopause and she didn't even realize. And this man, according to her story, before I started doing the general abdominal scan, she said that she felt pregnant during the early stage, into the first 2 months. She had all the symptoms she had during the normal first trimester, because according to her, this is not her first pregnancy. She had 5 children before this. And just like the normal symptoms she used to have when she had over 5 kids before, she had everything. She had morning sickness, nausea, vomiting, everything for that first semester. And then currently, she even told me that she was feeling the baby kick, baby movement, na, na stomach. So if you're in that kind of situation, you'll be confused. But then this kind of things it happens. I later realized that okay, the missed period she probably went into menopause, and the uncomfortable feeling she's probably feeling in her stomach is maybe due to the enlarged liver. Is occupying space where it's not supposed to be. So she was feeling uncomfortable in the stomach, and maybe that's what she interpreted as the baby fits and everything. Yeah. But then seeing that patient reminded me of another story that I heard. It didn't happen in my lab, but I heard about it, of a young man that went to the lab and was accidentally misdiagnosed with having HIV. And before he got that result, he was okay, like he was healthy and everything. But immediately after he got that result, he got he gradually started getting sick. His appetite, his sleep, like everything about him just started looking like somebody that actually has HIV. And before you know it, this man was literally at the door of death. But then some months later, the truth came out that he was accidentally misdiagnosed. And to people's surprise, before a week, this man has recovered from everything. So just that's to tell you that all those symptoms that started immediately after he got the result, they were just created by his mind. The same with that my patient that felt she was pregnant. So her mind just made her feel like she was actually pregnant. This is to tell you that the human brain is constantly making predictions based on your beliefs, based on what you think, and based on what you believe. Your brain doesn't wait for the reality. It predicts your reality using your memories, your expectations, your fears, and most importantly, your beliefs. And it's funny because these predictions it end up affecting your hormones, your like the way you feel pain, your energy, and even your body sensations. This topic just reminds me of placebo effect and nocebo effect. Now, what are these two things? Placebo effect is a situation where a patient starts getting better, starts responding to treatment positively only based on their belief that this treatment is going to make them feel better. This has even been scientifically proven when a patient is given, like, let me say, a sugar solution or like just a normal saline solution, and because they already believe that this treatment I'm getting is going to make me feel better, they actually felt better. Meanwhile, what was given to them was not a drug, but like a normal solution that on a normal is not supposed to exert any effect on them. Now, what is a nocebo effect? A nocebo effect is a situation where a patient believes that if I receive this treatment, I'm going to feel worse, I'm going to have a side effect. And because of their belief, they ended up having a side effect. In this process, the brain actually starts producing responses that correspond to the side effects that they believe they are going to have. And this has also been scientifically proven in a situation where a patient was given a normal solution. And because they already feel like I'm going to react to this drug, I'm going to react negatively to this drug, I'm going to get worse if I take this drug, they eventually start reacting negatively to that particular injection or whatever. Meanwhile, what was given to them was not the drug or like a normal solution. Now, this doesn't mean that every sickness is just in your head. I mean, many sickness are real. Cancer is real, diabetes is real, fatty liver is real. Like many of them is very, very real. All these things are very, very real. But the mind can change how we experience these things. It can change how we experience sick illness, it can change how we experience the pain, the fatigue, the fear, and it can even change how we see or how we experience recovery. Here is where it gets interesting. The same brain that can convince somebody that they are pregnant when they are not, the same brain that can trick the body into developing pregnancy symptoms when the person is not actually pregnant, can also convince somebody that they are very, very incapable, even when they are capable. For example, let me say you are trying out something and then you start believing that there is no way you can make that. Before you know it, your brain will start finding evidence that will make you think that you don't even stand a chance. It will start generating like meaningful evidence that if you look at them, you know that this is just being realistic. Meaningful evidence that will make you believe entirely that you don't even stand a chance at all. The same goes when you tell yourself that I'm awkward, people don't like me, I'm too old to start over again, I'm not smart, I'm dumb, I'm ugly. Your brain will start filtering your reality to match these beliefs. Now, here is where I'm very, very concerned. If your brain can predict your reality just based on your expectations, if your brain can influence how your body feels, like if you can trick your body into feeling a certain way, then maybe one of the important questions we can ask ourselves as human being is, what story has my mind been predicting as my reality? And is it even true? Mind you, these stories I said about this, my patient and the story I heard, is not like a proof that your brain can manufacture every sickness. It's not a proof that your brain can manufacture every symptom or cure every sickness. What it just showed me is that the relationship between the human body and the brain, or the relationship between the brain and the human body, is far more powerful and far more complicated than we can even imagine. And because of this, it is very, very important that we become mindful of what we believe. It's very, very important that we become mindful of what we feed our mind and what we say about ourselves or what we even feel about ourselves, because these things, it can become a reality without you even realizing. Like you don't even realize that this bad words you're saying about yourself, this feeling you are having, this bad feeling you're having about yourself is even becoming your reality, because the way it happens, you not even like you will not know that it is actually happened unless you sit down and think about it. Now, the next time you want to say bad things about yourself, to say something like, I'm so incompetent, I'm incapable of doing this, I'm so ugly, I don't stand a chance in this, I can't do this. I think you might actually want to pause and maybe not say that about yourself. Or maybe you replace it with the positive aspect of it. I mean, it takes you nothing to do that. Yeah. So that is it, and see you guys in my next video. Now, if this video came to you at the right time, I believe you want to give it a like and maybe share something in the comments to encourage me more. Now, see you in my next video. Bye.